What's up, guys? Wanted to give you my prediction for 2026 for real estate. Just being simple, as you guys know, there's a $525 billion maturity going on in commercial debt. It's going to be happening between now all the way through to 29, which means there are going to be some great opportunities. And I wanted to share what I think those opportunities and how they're going to present themselves in 2026 to you guys. If you're going to be a limited partner in a deal, you're going to invest in a fund, a syndication like ours, or you're going to do your own deals, this is what you should be looking for. Number one, some of the best opportunities are going to present themselves in 26, and I wrote these down so I don't go long because I can, is locations are going to really be a play. So in 2026, some of the best multifamily real estate on the planet is going to be available. It's available now, but very few people are going to run at it. When you're looking to invest, whether you're going passive investing or you're going to invest in a syndication or a fund, or you're going to do your own deals, look for the locations. With $525 billion worth of commercial debt maturing, that is going to have a massive opportunity for you guys to find the best deals, best locations in your city. And I'm talking about being in top cities. I'm not talking about being in submarkets. Look for the top cities, top locations. That's going to be the opportunity because there's going to be a glut of those deals coming available in 2026 just because there's going to be more players on the field. But remember, just because if you watch football, you know that when there's more players on the field than before, when the whistle blows, there's a flag on that play, right? So there's going to be a lot of excess players on the field, but not all of them need to be there because the better location, the better class of assets you're looking at, there's a very specific group of people that are going to go after those deals. They got to know what they're doing, right? So that's going to be an opportunity. Learn and know what you're doing, or invest with somebody who knows what they're doing and go after the better locations. That's going to be the major opportunity in 2026 to take advantage of. All right. So the next one, and this may not seem like an opportunity, but it is that rents are going to stabilize in 26. I believe right now they're already flat, but flat means like they're not going up and down. I think the where they are flat now, they're going to stabilize in 2026 because either somebody's going to want to not poke the tiger and say I'm going to raise the rents on my tenants and then make them move when they had an opportunity to sell. They're going to say, you know what? If we're going to have this great opportunity or this great asset, we're going to sell the property, but we're going to sell it at a stabilized rent component, which means when you buy or you invest in a deal, the opportunity is to go in and raise those rents. So the rents are going to be stabilized when you buy it, even though they're going to seem flat, meaning they haven't moved for like a year or so. But when you get a property and it's stabilized already, you're able to get better debt. Like, hey, this thing has been operating at this level for a long time. We're buying it based on the rent stability. And we know that we're going to increase rents, but we're going to do that probably within the next year, which leads me to, my next conversation about that's going to be the other opportunity, right? So, but during this 2026, while it doesn't seem like a great thing, rents are already stabilized. People don't want to raise their rents because they don't want to make their tenants move out and go someplace else when they're already having a tough enough time, right? Because, like we said, some of their debt's maturing, some of it's getting ready to mature. Nobody really has a crystal ball to know what's going to happen, but now is that time in 2026 that owners and operators that's held their property throughout this time and they've been able to sustain. Now they're going to say, okay, that we've stabilized it. We've stopped the bleeding. Let's go ahead and exit this deal and let's give it to somebody who knows what they're doing. And that's going to be the play for you to get into a rent stabilized property that's affordable, great location, great city, and be able to increase the rents. That's what we're looking at doing in all of our assets when we're looking at deals. All right. So number three, this one's a little different because this is really catered towards the investor, but this is what I think is going to happen in 2026. I'm talking about passive investor, limited partner. The limited partner in 2026, if you're going to passively invest in a deal, you're going to have to invest in a fund or a syndication. It's going to be really hard for you to get into go buy the right asset. I tell you all the time, if you're just getting started, you're going to buy a 16 unit or 32 unit in a great location, and you're going to get into a deal that's a better class where you don't have a bunch of renovations. You're probably going to have to go ahead and just get involved as a passive investor in a bigger deal. I think the shift to be a partner in a deal is really going to be more evident because there's strength in numbers, guys, period. 2026 is really going to shake that out. A lot of people who've been playing the game, they want to go off and do it themselves. Maybe they got hurt a little bit. Maybe they invested with some other people who didn't know what they were doing because their business plan was to buy a value add apartment building or to invest in a value add. Like, that game's going to be done. People are like, look, I got to go back to work. get it while the getting's good. The economy's doing good. Businesses are making more money. I'm going to take my excess cash in 26. I'm going to roll it into a fund that's buying a better class of asset, better location. The rents are slowly going up. I don't have to do anything. And I'm going to focus on my business. I think there's going to be a lot more passive investors investing in 26, 27, 28, and 29 than any other time on the planet. I think the do it yourself model is going to be broken. And I think investing with other people, that's going to be the game because you're going to make the same amount of money or more investing with somebody else without all the work. So if you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, you have a medical practice, you have a PT practice, a physical therapy practice, whatever, right? You're a high paid employee. Your ability in 2026, your opportunity is really going to come with investing with other people, right? Because the person that knows how to go and find the great location, find the best asset, underwrite the deal, know how much money they're going to make, understand where they're going to be increasing at over the next 4 to 5 years, able to get the debt, have the expertise, professional management team, you're better off getting on that getting on that train and riding it till the stop than trying to do this yourself and miss the opportunity to grow your business and your company over this next few years because that opportunity is really going to present itself as well. So that's my prediction for 26. Number one, invest the opportunity in 26, invest in the best location you can invest in, right? Period. End of story. The inventory is going to be there. The opportunity is going to be there. But number one is the best asset in the best location. Number two, the rent will stabilize. That's an opportunity. Look for deals that the rents are already stabilized in some of these better assets and better locations, knowing that your rents are going to explode coming here in 26, 27, and 28. Rents are going to explode in 27 and 28 and 29. And then last but not least, if you're a passive investor, accept the fact that you're moving into as a passive investor in a great deal and focus on generating more revenue in your company. Focus on marketing, sales, conversion, scaling, expanding, growing your company revenue from 1 million a year to 3 million a year, from 3 million to 5 million, from 5 million to 10, whatever that is for you, and then take all your excess cash and then move it over to real estate as a passive investor and then get all the tax benefits that are going to be afforded to you over this next few years. The bonus depreciation that's kicking back to our investors, all the tax benefits, the write-offs, the mortgage buy, the debt buy down, all of this stuff is going to be available to you and you can focus on that. But that is going to be the next new play for 26 for a lot of people who take advantage of this massive opportunity that the market is going to present coming up here soon, starting with this month in September, moving all the way through from 2026, 2027, 2028, and 2029. That's my prediction. I hope that helps. Take advantage of this, guys. Where do you see this thing happening for yourself? Are you a passive investor looking to invest and this helps you? Hey, get with somebody who's looking at better assets. Don't go after these fixer-upper deals where there's a heavy value add in the middle of Waco, Texas, where you would think that you may lose your investment. It doesn't make sense. Do it in California, do it in San Diego, do it in some of these markets that were harder to get into that will now be easier because the opportunity to get in will never come again. This door will open and shut within the next, I don't know, 4 years, the door will be shutting again. After that, it will be done and closed. But if you're in the markets already, like I learned from my background of investing in Hawaii, once you're in the game there, you can stay in the game. But if you never get in, you can't. And if you're an outsider, you're going to look from the outside and be like, how are people making money here? Because they got in early. They got in at the right time. Now is the right time for you to do that. So I hope this helps you guys. Like this video, share the video, comment on the video. But that's my prediction for 2026. Take advantage of it. Get in the right deal in the right locations. Know that the rents are going to continue to go up and be a passive investor in some of the best assets that you can and focus on growing your revenue and your business and your company and scaling so you can take advantage of this new market growth that's going to hit over the next 10 years. All right. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Let me know if you need anything. Let's get after it. Boom.